Now take me through your door knock script, man, because this is one of the things that I want to make sure that everybody's on. There's, when we're training out in Oregon with Doug, I met with a couple of guys that do it. I just love their approach. Ours was a little wordy, and how we approach the doors, and so I felt like a condensed version. I'm going to get this out to everybody, but what take me through your door knock script?
It's real simple. As soon as I get to the door, like, hey, Gene, how you doing? My name is Sean. I'm the state licensed agent. Just trying to get in touch with you about the application you filled out for you and your wife, Lucinda. I take it it's pretty nice handwriting. I don't know if this is yours or your wife's who filled those out.
It's mine. That's mine. Yep.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Well, my job is I'm the local field underwriter to get this information out to you, go over it with you, see what programs you qualify for, and help you out with the application if need be. Takes about 5-10 minutes. Do you want to go inside or where do you want to sit?
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yep.
It's that simple. Oh, not right now. Oh, that's fine. No problem. I just wanted to introduce myself. I was in the neighborhood. I will actually be out this way tomorrow. Does tomorrow work better for you?
Perfect.
And that's pretty much, that's all I did. And go forward. There, you know what I mean? Oh, I didn't fill that out. That's not mine or my wife, or I thought it was Medicare or crap like that. But even so, even if Medicare, I don't really mess with the Medicare too much. Some other people that do Medicare, you can get their information and go back later. But you'll get that. And if so, just keep on to the next one. Leave that one in the rear view and keep on going. Because believe me, I get RDs too. And that's another thing I like to write down because believe me, I get into way more houses than I get RDs. So if I get to an RD, it's like, okay, keep going on to the next one. I mean, that's one more closer to getting into the house.
That's absolutely right. Smartest thing, man. It's a numbers game. So how many no's get us to a yes, especially tracking your numbers. I love that hat, by the way, bro. That is sick. I got to figure out where you got that at.
I brought it out just for you guys.
The colors could use some work, but but outside of that, bro, that's sick, man. Sean AOP. So I love it. You're getting the door knocks. How many door knocks would you say you're getting in a day, and how do you compare that to how many calls you're doing?
You know what? I do a lot more door knocks than I do calls. Calls I'll probably do maybe like around 100, and if I get about a good 4 appointments, then I'll get out there and fill it up with door knocks in between. So my closing ratio is pretty high. So I know if I'm getting into an appointment, I'm closing for the most part. If I knock and get into a house, it's a 9 out of 10. So it's pretty good. But like I said, if everybody just focuses on servicing people, that's where you're going to have a lot higher closing ratio. So as far as door knocks, it takes a while to door knock. I'm in the country too. So, there's a lot of spread out in between houses. So I'll probably door knock a good 12, 15. I try to do 20. I'll try to do 20. I have not been able to hit 20 yet.
Yeah, that's the number.
That's for me, that's a lot. Probably a good 12 to 15 for sure, And every time, but one thing that I have noticed is every time I go out.
Is that a day or a week?
Oh, that's a day. Yeah,
that's what I thought for sure. I just wanted to clarify.
What time you start your door knock?
Yeah, definitely a day. But one thing I have noticed is I will always, I'll schedule some, but I'll always at least, do about 600-700 ALP just off of door knocking for the first house that I get into. So, and that's like every single day that I go out. So if I were to go out every single day, that's what I'm going to get.
That's sick. Somebody asked too, I heard it. I don't know if it was Xavier, but somebody asked, what time do you start your door knocks?
So typically I'm going to actually start earlier because lately I've been starting later. I've been getting out late, but I'd like to be out there by 11. Even last week I was actually door knocking one day till like 8 o'clock, and I never go that late, but I was like, let me keep going. I'm trying to do a little win week for myself for August here. So just trying to do a little bit something different. I'm pushing myself. And but I'd like to get out there by 11. If I can get out there by 11, be done by 7, and that's a good day. It just all depends on how far you're at. But if the earlier you get out there, the more you're going to be able to knock. And the one app that I found, lots of people are using Route for Me before, and then I just started to use this Road Warrior app. And I really like that one. I think the optimization's a lot better as far as your route on where you're going to go. That's been working out really good. So I like that Road Warrior. So I definitely suggest downloading that one. That's better. You can only do 7 stops if you don't want to pay for it. But, you know, if you pay for it, you can do like 120 on one route. It's insane.
What was that software?
Road Warrior.
Okay.
Yeah, Road Warrior. And I actually heard about that one from watching my little door knock videos with Cody Askins. That's the one thing that he uses. Or there was another guy from Ohio, actually, Ryan Studebar or something like that. I don't know. He's on there. And he was using that. And I really like that as well.
There's another one out
get
there.
Out there on these mailers too, people. Like you gotta get on some mailers, whether it's with Whalen or you do your own legwork and research and get out there and send out your own mailers. Either way, you just got to get on it.
Yep.
That's what 100%. You have to do. I mean, you can run aged in between and definitely set those in there. Those are sweet. But if you want guaranteed money, you got to do mailers.
Yeah, 100%. And that's really where it's at. And then supplement with the age leads. And of course, getting out there is the number one thing.
Once you're on them for a while, you know, you're going to have tons of age that you just haven't gotten a hold of these people.
Exactly.
And I think we still got like 40 or 50 that I haven't even gotten a hold of. That's gold right there.
Right. And I think Mike was saying too, which is, I know you're doing this, which is huge, is that, you know, all the no's that you get, everybody that's rude, whatever, you know, on the phone, bad number, of course, that's a door knock, but especially the RDs, the ones that are like, absolutely not, I'm not interested, didn't fill out a form, okay, no problem. You know, I try to set them, obviously overcome that. And, you know, I don't want anybody out. I don't want to come out either. Trust me, you know, but I have to fill the form out, just mail it. Make my job a lot easier.
Save them and hit them up 5 months later. They'll forget you even called.
True. But the point where I was getting to is I throw that in the door knock. I add that to the door knocks. I come see you, knock on your door. Miss Smith, remember me? This is the form you filled out. You're going to tell me no to my face, and it's usually a little bit harder. But again, you know, I've gone days with, you know, no shows and blah, you know, we all have those same issues, but we need to, you know, solidify and, you know, whatever. But if you're doing the numbers always work out. And so that's what I love, you know, about this.
You know, you're right about the phone too. It's definitely, if they RD you on the phone, door knock them, and they act different. Angel just got into a house last week. Somebody did the same shit. They RD'd him on the phone, and then he door knocked, and they got in and set and sell. So, you know, it's people are funny. You know, they're and not to mention when they're on the phone, they all think you're a scam artist anyway. So
everybody is on the phone, right? So you come to the door and you got you know, your ID badge and their paperwork, and it's
now you're real.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I get that all the time. So it's my job just to go over that with you guys. So love it. Really love it. Hopefully you guys are taking some notes in terms of like, what is the numbers that it takes to write, you know, 5 to 10K. But that being, I think should be everyone's goal. It's possible in this industry. You see multiple people on this board and forum doing it. And so if we can emulate what they're doing, implement what they're doing, and a lot of it's just going to come down to like Sean's run rate, his motor. You know, we're going to work. You know, I work 9 to 9. I have no, you know, qualms with doing it. It's fine. You know, so it's just really that effort. And one of my mentors that I actually still, you know, listen to on some of the podcasts that they put out, you know, said, you know, be successful, you just got to work half days. You just got to figure out which half of the day that you're going to work. And again, we all became brokers for time life management, but the point is, you want to get elite level results. You got to give an elite level effort, and have some talent ability there too. So cool. So we got the script. We talked a little bit about your door knocking script, which I love. We got some of the numbers down. I know some of you guys were already asking some questions. Anybody got any other questions for Sean that might, you know, help the group as well? Awesome. Good stuff. So I assume everything is good. Obviously our focus, you know, is in the effort side of it. You know, let's put the grind, you know, pedal to the metal. We're a week into August. Again, we're closing in on the final quarter. Can't believe we're already to August 9th. I know kids are going back to school. Lots of things that are going on. I'm gearing up for a really big September. I think we talked about that a couple of weeks ago. We'll try to do 100K on age leads in a month. All age leads, all inexpensive, far away leads out of our area, but definitely going to do it, record it all, because it can be done. So a lot of things that we're going to do, challenge ourselves to grow. We still got the contest running for this month. We talked about the lead order, helping you guys get a week worth of your leads started in terms of the top spots. So issue paid business for this month. Indians game, baseball game. Sorry. I know. So Sean's like, I'm playing a 1 week for myself. I'm like, man, what about the
I forgot all about that.
That's like expensive, man.
Say that shit.
We guys got a lot to play for every day, and some of these competitions, man, I don't know. We got to keep reminding people what they are. They're pretty big, some of the ones that we put out. But yeah, all things we do to just help you guys, get there and go crush it. Indians game, we have not forgot. We've worked on some scheduling issues. That's looking like it's going to be in the September month, but I'm going to get an email to everyone, let you guys know when that's going to be, coordinating that with the Thirsty Parrot and in the baseball. And we've kind of switched it a couple times in terms of where we're going to go, but that is coming. We'll get that out to you. That should be a fun time for those that qualified. So as always, if anybody, let's see here, there's a couple things. I want to make sure I didn't leave anything out here. I love recording of the sessions. Zara also mentioned that you can upload an Excel spreadsheet to either Route for Me or to Road Warrior, and it looks like it's going to upload pretty quickly for the leads. That's pretty cool.
All right.
Yeah, because I manually enter
You
this.
know that I sit there doing by hand every day, get my little papers out and
plug and chug. You get 15, 20 a week. It's not hard, but if you got the Excel spreadsheet, I love it. Work smarter, not harder. I know Doug Collins actually in Oregon uses a different route app too. I think it's called like Route XL. Hold on, he sent me a text on it. Route XL does 20 stops for free a day. So there's a couple softwares out there. It does not have to be Route for Me. I think Route XL lets you upload spreadsheets too. Looks like. So awesome to start doing that. Again, learning something new. Even myself, I'm typing in stuff manually. If I can upload a Excel spreadsheet, again, some of your lead images aren't always in Excel. That's kind of the issue with our CRM.
What's that one called again?
So there's a couple. What was the one that Road Warrior, I think, was the one, Sean?
Road Warrior, Route for Me, and what'd you say, Road XL or something?
Route XL.
Route XL.
Route XL does 20 a day. Road Warrior, I think you said 7 to 10 a day.
For free, yeah.
For free. And of course, Route for Me, I don't know how many they do for free. I'm on a paid version of Route for Me, but open to whatever software you guys prefer. Definitely trying to get that CRM out there, but doesn't matter with lead images. But you can upload Excel spreadsheets, which is awesome. So hopefully you guys are doing that. Again, I challenge you this week, make sure that you're getting your door knocks in, make sure that we're going to see these people. A lot of people have told me, it's shocking to me. Some of my seasoned agents, I'm not going to name anybody. I actually think they're on this call too. Makes sense. But some of my seasoned agents have mentioned that they don't door knock. They have never door knocked, and they're writing numbers. I'm like, man, are you kidding me? Even on MP, if I'm not getting a hold of you, if you tell me no, I'm door knocking you. So I want to challenge you guys this week to get outside your comfort zone. If door knocking is uncomfortable for you, imagine door knocking with no lead and having a product that they may or may not have requested. Okay, because I used to do that. A lot of us did. If you sold candy bars, roofing, coupon books, something door to door, that's true sales. This is something they requested, right? So it should be no nerves. You got an ID badge, a form that they filled out, and a reason to be there, and the goal is to serve them. So definitely step out of that comfort zone. Anytime you're stepping out of your comfort zone, we're growing as people. So making sure we're getting out there doing that. I actually love too what was some of the Toledo guys, Austin and Casey, were doing. They're printing out some of the lead from the auditor's card, right? Because all this data is public, right? So you can go get it on the auditor's card in terms of sales and properties, and then door knocking those individuals. We can't call them, by the way, it's illegal, but you can door knock them, okay? And that's absolutely legal and a great way to get in front of people. And the same thing applies to the data on final expense. We can send out, we can get that data too if you guys want to knock the people that are getting mails. Hey, why don't you turn your mail in, Mildred? My job is to go over this program. It's the new final expense program for your area. So I need to go over what you're eligible for. It takes no time at all. You're paying on insurance, you're probably eligible for a discount. Let's go ahead. Shoes on, shoes off. May I come in? Easy stuff to get in the door. Be assumptive at the door as well. I'm coming in, shoes on, shoes off type of thing. Be polite, but at the same time, we're still assumptive. So hopefully you guys got some value out of the call today. 30 minutes right on the nose. Sean, is there anything else you want to add?
No, that's pretty much it. That's all I got.
Love it, man. I really appreciate you helping us out with this call. I texted him like a minute before we jumped on. I'm like, hey, bro, we're gonna interview you, but I think you guys, I got some value from it. Motivated me to get out, and make sure we're door knocking this week and get in front of people.
And plus I'm always around. If anybody ever wanted to hit me up on the side, just hit me up on GroupMe. It really doesn't matter, but I'll talk to anybody. So if anybody ever need anything, just hit me up. I'm always there to talk to.
We got guys in the top 25 IFG making themselves available. So, I love it. So reach out to anybody. I love that about our team. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate you being like that as well. So yeah, make sure you guys are reaching out, and let's crush it this week, guys. Have a good week.
Out in Ramsey Mortgage Protection. And I normally just run FEX. So I was like, can I have these mortgage protection leads just been sitting there? Let me give these a call, and knock some dust off. After reading this book, and I go out there, and what I realized too, as well, is, some of these dealing with these little young turds, I'm sure we've all sat with them, the 23-year-olds and 24-year-olds. They think that they don't have nothing to worry about in life and everything's covered. I'm sure we've all sat with them. So sitting with them, I had to realize, they don't care about insurance. They're not looking for covering because they don't think they're going to die. So the great thing is not only do I just sell insurance, but I sell accelerated payoff programs for your house. So yeah, I know you don't need insured right now because you're young. That's not something you're going to have to worry about unless you die in an accident. But with the accelerated payoff program, the great thing is now we can pay your house off early. And then if something does happen, hey, you're going to be covered. Your wife's covered, your son's covered for anything that they want to do with their life, whether that's college, pay off the home. We're going to cover all of that with the accelerated payoff program as well. So, so that's another thing that they teach in the Ben Feldman book that I love. Is coming up with programs. It's not just about life insurance. And if they ask you like, hey, isn't that just life insurance? Well, then, you can tell them like, what this is a program, but how it's funded, it's through whole life. Okay. This is how we fund the program through whole life. Everything is an insurance program, but what we are doing is we are ensuring the fact that you can pay off the house early. And we are ensuring the fact that if something were to happen to you, that everything in your family is going to be taken care of as well. So, come up with different packages, think of these things maybe even before you go into the house. If you're working on FEX, try to think of Social Security replacement program or, let's just say a nursing home program. You can make any kind of program you want and put a price tag on it. Everything has a price tag. We just have to figure out what that price tag is and kind of what to call that program. If they are not interested in just straight life insurance, or even if they do want life insurance, you can make up packages like we're going to take $3,000 and set it aside for this program here, and another $5,000 for your burial insurance. And package that stuff up. They don't know that they really just bought $25,000 of insurance. Put it in packages. And I learned that just from coming behind some of these other sales tools. And these people are like, oh, they have me in such a great package. My funeral is all taken care of, everything, especially with the Lincoln Heritage crap. Lincoln Heritage is infamous for coming up with these great programs that people just fall in love with. And it's ridiculous because you try to tell them like, look, all you have is just regular insurance, but they are sold on the fact that they have this amazing program. And there's no reason why we cannot come up with that same program as well. So when they say that, like, oh my God, yeah, I'm familiar with them. They do have that program. The great thing is with this package, we also have that program as well. So if we're filling out this paperwork here and, be creative, you can fill out. One thing that I'm working on is coming up with like a memorial package to add something like the Lincoln Heritage where we can plan out their flowers, the song, just something that they can fill out in that home so they know that when they die, all this is taken care of. The exact same thing that Lincoln Heritage is selling that these people love. You just got to come up with a different package. All right. So, that's one thing when you're out there this week, before you even go out there, think of some packages to sell. Think of something that's going to be on the top of your head. So when they tell you, no, I don't need that, you know, well, that's fine because I'm selling something else as well. I have something else to fix your problem. You know, like I said, we're professional problem solvers. So we have to constantly think of the problems that we are solving and the packages that we can use to solve that problem. So sometimes during the week, you know, that's one thing to put on your list this week is think about different packages you want to sell. I know that's definitely on my list to do of different packages. So think about that this week.
Can I add to that quick? Because I just want to just jump in on that because
yeah, go ahead.
Like different because guys, we're problem solvers, just like Sean said. We paint pictures. And the best way to do it, you know, again, is to put them in that scenario and like, you know, what would happen, Mildred, if Mark didn't come home tomorrow, right? You'd be in a pretty scenario place, you know, a pretty poor place to be at, right? So you kind of put that in their mind, and then we're gonna, you know, solve the problem. Another thing is to understand their why. So I think like what he was saying there too is just knowing like your client's why, like what made them fill out the form, why do they feel moved enough to reach out either via mail or digitally, you know, so just kind of get to your clients why. And that's a really what Sean was saying there too, is just really understanding. But if we could get to like their why, it's a wrap. It's a, you know, it's a sale every time, and then just solve that problem. So love it, Sean. Those are good stuff. So I just want to add that, find that why.
Yeah. I mean, you know, and not to mention when you're sitting down with these people and they're trying to make sense of it, we're selling discounted dollars so cheap that how can you say no to it? How can you say no to the fact that for this whole entire year, you are literally paying a penny per $1 that you get back? You know, how many people, like he even said about the money-making machine, how many people would love to have a machine that they have in their house where they can put a couple pennies into and get $1 bill back? Who wouldn't love that? Who wouldn't love to put a penny into a machine and get $1 bill back? That's exactly what you're doing with insurance. For that small monthly payment that you're putting into it, you're getting thousands and thousands of dollars back in your pocket. And then at the end of the year, we just start that all over again. We're going to start that cycle all over again every single year, so that every single year that you're alive, we're going to make sure that you're putting pennies into that machine and getting dollars back. So other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Everybody get out there, kill it this week. I know me personally, I'm in March Madness. I'm in competition with myself. That's about it. I'm trying to write 30K this month. I'm just putting it out there. That is my goal. That's what I've told Mike. That's what I've told everybody who's around me. And that's what I want to write this month is 30K. So I'm putting it out there right now to everybody else to make sure that I get out there and work my ass so I can get to 30K.
Love it. Love it. And what we've talked about too as a team. So we talk about incentives for March Madness. If you break your personal best for us as an agency, so if you put up your personal best and issue paid, and I'm not talking about net submit, issue paid business for the month, we're gonna kick back 10%. Okay, so right, 30K, that's a big deal. All right, so we got to break your personal best. We're going to kick that back in terms of issue paid. So we're taking all of our overrides on that, just throwing it right back to you.
Now I'm writing 40. Thanks, Nick. I appreciate that when you kicking that back. Shit.
So a little March Madness love there that we're doing. You know, and again, those that get out there and kill it. It's got to be your best month on issue paid business, and we're throwing it back. Issue paid though, okay? So get out there, crush it though. Again, you compete against yourself like you should be, but if you're a dog, you know, usually that's how it is anyways, you know, in terms of that. But want to open up to you guys. I know Sean covered a little bit of ground in terms of some good tips for you guys to kind of take in and, you know, hopefully implement into your process in terms of painting a picture and understanding that the importance of finding your clients why, painting that picture, and solving a problem, which I think are all really good things to touch on. Huge things for you guys to be in the field knowing that, you know, we're professional problem solvers, and a lot of times when we solve a problem, we get paid a lot of money to do it. And so that should be a motivator and something exciting to you to know that all you're out there doing every single day, even your why, you know, the why is bigger than you in the sense of that you're out there helping people. Yeah, it's like, you know, a product that's going to be there during one of the most difficult times of their life, But more importantly, when we're running aged leads like we have been, a lot of times we're getting a client a better product or a better package than what they were currently in. And so the bigger why too is you're saving people money and giving them more bang for their buck, or putting Mildred in a policy that's not going to expire on her, not going to go up in price, not going to be something she can't afford later on in life. So that's the bigger why, at least internally, for you out there helping people. You're the knights in shining armor of the insurance industry in that sense, and then we're out there just solving problems for our clients.
Hey, can I cut in real quick?
Yeah,
And speaking of why, this really hit me pretty close this last week. Last week I lost my third customer within a year of buying policies, and she called me and told me, hey, Donald passed away. Can I give you a call a little later? And I said, absolutely, give me a call. And I told her the same thing that I tell everybody else. When you go to the funeral home, do not tell them how much your policy is. Please negotiate that, okay? But give me a call back later. I signed them up in October through AmAm. So thank God, because he had no insurance when I got there. He had none. He had canceled his last insurance that he had, and they had no insurance. So, and I dealt with AmAm before, and they have paid out. Do I receive a little bit of a chargeback? Yeah, they died within the first year. But hey, I don't care. Who gives a shit? Because I know that guy and his family, they had no coverage before. And this is, like I said, I lost 2 people during COVID. And then I just lost this one now within a year. And they all didn't have insurance. So that's amazing. And it's a great feeling to get that call. Not that they passed away, but the fact that I was able to help that family out. So that's
I've had a lot of deaths this year too. Yeah, no kidding. They've been to that, and like I said, I've had a lot too this year. It was weird. I had one that just from 2 years old, a 2-year-old policy that died. You know what I mean? Like, I've lost a lot of clients this year, but it again just brings home why we do what we do. And that's good, man. Really good. So I want to open it up before I let everybody go here. We're doing great on time. I try to keep these calls under 30 minutes, but hopefully it's a valuable 30 minutes to start out with call sessions. And some of you guys, maybe it's a valuable 30-minute break to your call sessions because you're already getting after it early morning. With the right leads, you can do that. But I want to open up. Does anybody got questions? You can unmute yourself. If we do it with some sort of not chaos, or you can hit the chat box up. Questions for Sean. Again, he's been killing it, lighting up our leaderboards. I'm not sure where you're at over the year, but he has a big goal this year, right a good amount, and I know he's on pace for that.
Submits around 50 this year for the year. Submits around 50.
Okay, submits around 50. So again, we're not even a quarter of the way through it. I think his goal was like 200, 250 around that range.
240.
240. Good. So
240 is my goal for the year.
So yeah, 20 a month. So he's there. He's got a couple weeks right on pace for that. Then finish the month strong. So good, brother. Consistent as well. So anybody got any questions for Mr. Sean? Well, awesome. And of course, y'all know, like, Sean's always made himself available. So if you got individual questions, you can always
anybody can hit me up anytime. I talk to everybody. So.
Dude, he's a beast, though, man. An up-and-coming star for our agency. So definitely valuable resource. Want to kick over things to others that are killing it. Again, one of the things that's helped me in my career. I always felt like I'm not the greatest salesperson or the brightest guy, but I just took what I could from those that were doing well. And, again, and I was never trying to be too prideful where I could take something from someone. I even get frustrated when I see, I'm not going to drop names, but I see some guys doing national sales calls for even